everyone. You're watching Cricket Next Time. Surama Kaushik, and it's the big match time. It's Chennai Super Kings versus Gujarat Titans in IPL 2023 Qualifier 1. And so far in this day, we have been telling you a number of stories from Chennai as Cricket Next correspondents Vineet Ramakrishnan and Sahil Malhotra were present in Chennai. They were telling us the stories of CSK's fan army and a lot more about today's match. But here we are here to preview this match and actually talk about the toss, the playing 11 of both the teams. But when it comes to Chennai Super Kings and Gujarat Titans, people draw a number of parallels between the team, especially when it comes to the captains. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Hardik Pandya, they have talked about how both these captains have backed their players, have given them chances and all of that. But before this, let me introduce you all to cricket analyst Chetan Narula so that I can take this conversation further and ask him as well whether he also feels that there are similarities between Dhoni and Hardik Pandya. Is it, Chetan? Do you think so?
Hello, Suramya, and of course, big match day, first of all. And yeah, there are similarities. I think to a certain extent, there are similarities. Aapka jo title hai, wahi hai na, Prodigy.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
obviously, he's an understudy to Dhoni. That's how I see him. See a lot of similarities from the times of 2007 mein Dhoni led the Indian T20 side to a World Cup triumph. Last year was the first time that Hardik Pandya was, doing this on this big a stage. This year, it's been about his journey as captain, how he's developed as captain. Last year, he was a little more agitated and everything. This year, he's been a little calmer.
Yeah.
He lets the situation unfold. He's showing a lot more confidence in others. I think it's been an evolution of Hardik Pandya, and I think he also at some point realizes that he is going to be the next Indian T20 captain. I don't know if he's going to be the next ODI captain or not, but he knows he's going to be the next Indian T20 captain, and you're starting to see that in the way he plays, in the way he carries himself, in the way he's captaining Gujarat Titans. I think he is mentally preparing himself for the challenge of not only the ODI World Cup this year as an all-rounder, but also as a captain going to 2024 as India's T20 World Cup captain. So we are starting to see that in Hardik Pandya. And I think as much as Virat Kohli has influenced him as a cricketer, as much as Rohit Sharma has influenced him as a cricketer, and all others that he's been surrounded by, I think in terms of leadership and in terms of how to handle other players who are playing under him, etc., etc., जो उन्होंने MS Dhoni से सीखा है, I think that has been the most valuable learning. Yeah.
Yes, and actually, if we see both the teams, this is the second season for Gujarat Titans, and Hardik Pandya has led his team to the consecutive playoff. And talking about Chennai Super Kings, they are one of the most successful teams when it comes to IPL, and especially the way Dhoni has actually led his team to the playoffs. 12 times they've been in playoffs out of 14. And you have already mentioned, how Hardik Pandya must be thinking about his role here in IPL, and then, of course, his national duties as well. But here I would like to know some interesting stories, some more interesting similarities between the two. And for that, let me introduce you all to cricket analyst Jamie. Jamie, where are you? I'm quite excited to know interesting stories. You always come up with very interesting stories. So tell me, share something that you find very similar between the two captains.
I think, to be very honest, I don't see a whole lot of similarities, but what is unmistakable, Suramya, is that this saal dono teams, despite having some very glaring mistakes, have managed to be the two most successful teams. Different people, one is very calm, one hardly speaks. Like the prime example, jab bhi aur kafi baar ho chuka hai ki the bowlers at the death stop pe get beaten, na, the cameras always pan to Hardik Pandya. Bande ki shakal pe likha hai ki yaar, oh no, this could go anywhere. But still, I give him the most credit for keeping that momentum in the camp so positive, right? They look like a team jisko jeetne mein bahut maza aata hai. They look like a team that gel together. And I'm not surprised at all ke वैसे चेतन ने भी कहा था he also had Gujarat in his top 4 teams. It's because it's not just about going and winning. अगर ऐसा होता तो बहुत teams ये title जीत चुके थे, बहुत teams back to back years में जीत चुके थे. But you just get a certain vibe that Hardik Pandya knows the T20 game so well, which is why Chetan is right in saying कि इसको खुद पता है कि अगला T20 captain ये है. But if I can be very honest, I think that's where the similarities end. I think it's unfair to compare Dhoni, जो 15-16 साल से दिखा रहे हैं, and a guy who's just done it once. And सबसे बड़ी बात ये कि Dhoni still performs in that one role he has. Man to man, this is there. Hardik Pandya has had a terrible year as a player, but Dhoni, despite getting 5-6 balls on average, still manages to score at a 190 strike rate. I think that's the difference why Chennai might be the winners this year.
But yeah, there's also one fact, right? Chetan, I'll come to you. I'll come to you. But just about to mention one fact that Jamie just mentioned that, about Gujarat Titans and Chennai Super Kings. But Chennai Super Kings have never beaten Gujarat Titans. Do you think that today's match will change these statistics? And obviously, what you wanted to say, adding to that, yeah.
Bilkul. Chetan, go ahead.
No, were you asking me?
Yeah. I was just saying that, Jamie mentioned how, Gujarat Titans have a chance. And he also talked about Chennai Super Kings and Dhoni. But this is a fact that Chennai Super Kings have never beaten Gujarat Titans. So do you think that this match will change these statistics, or what can happen?
देखो जहाँ तक I mean talking about the similarities, but I don't also see any similarities. What I see is him walking the same path that Dhoni has probably laid down. Now the thing is, they're very different personalities. आप देखो अगर Dhoni as a personality is very very different. He's reserved. He's not that flamboyant. Very a family man. And when I say family man, it doesn't mean that Hardik is not grown into a family man. But he had a flamboyant image in the earlier part of his career or earlier part of his public life. Maybe he's a family man now. He has a son. He has a wife. He's matured a lot since that infamous incident on television that he had. But apart from that, if I see it, Dhoni is a very, very different personality. Whether it was early in his career or whether throughout his career, his personality has stayed the same. Obviously, two people can never be similar. So Dhoni is very different from Hardik. Hardik very different from Dhoni. So when I say similarity, I say कि अपने style में, अपने अंदाज में, the way Dhoni handles, Hardik also handles players accordingly. And now, obviously, it cannot be the same. Right. It cannot be the same. And it shows on the field. The kind of confidence that he's showing in somebody like a Sai Sudarshan, the kind of confidence that he's showing in, a Mohit Sharma, who's coming back from injury, coming back from being a net bowler, the confidence that he's showing in somebody like Vijay Shankar. Ab ek cheez ka aap dhyan rakho, last year, one player played a major role in the way Gujarat's batting order shaped up. That was Matthew Wade. This year, we haven't seen much of Matthew Wade. He's on the bench. They got Kane Williamson in for him. Kane Williamson got injured. So, unka plan wahan pe chaupat ho gaya, that number 3 role or the top order role they had for him. But then, instead of going back to Wade, they realized we have somebody like a Sai Sudarshan, we have somebody like a Avinav Manohar to take on that role. We have somebody like a Vijay Shankar to take on that role. They realize the value of using an impact player, and that is how I see the journey from last year to this year. For Hardik, when I say he handles situations in the way that Dhoni would do, Jamie is right. There cannot be a comparison at all. Dhoni's been doing this for 15 years. Let's talk about.
One thing is right, Chetan, out there. Like you mentioned, you mentioned about the players. So if we see players of both the sides, so the way Dhoni has handled Ajinkya Rahane, then how Hardik Pandya has handled.
Which is why I said there is similarity, because वो similarity हमें पिछले साल ही दिख रही थी. You see the way David Miller has performed. मैं आपको ये कह रहा हूँ कि as a cricket journalist who in this business for the last 15 years, मैं हमेशा सुनता था. डेविड मिलर ने ये किया, डेविड मिलर ने वो किया, डेविड मिलर ने ये किया. जब भी टीवी खोल के देखो, डेविड मिलर ने कभी कुछ नहीं किया. जब भी आप डेविड मिलर को एक्चुअली देखने बैठो या गेम कवर करने बैठो, डेविड मिलर कुछ नहीं करते थे. सुनने में आता था, अरे उसने इस मैच में ये कर दिया, उस मैच में ये कर दिया. Last year, the independence, the freedom, the mentality that Gujarat Titans, Ashish Nehra and Hardik Pandya gave him, we actually saw David Miller do what he can do.
Absolutely.
And now you just extrapolated the way he's done it with Shivam Dube, the way with Rahane, Devon Conway, and before that, kitne khiladi aaye? Ambati Raidu was lost.
Which means that, Hardik Pandya is kind of following the path that MS Dhoni
in his own flamboyant
in his own way. Well, that's the word that I was looking for, in his own way. We also have a member out here waiting, and he also comes up in all these live sessions, and he comes up in his own way. Today he's wearing blue. Few days back he was wearing red, and I remember if there was some RCB match, there's no brainer that he must have wore red today. It's as well. But today, if you see, he's
would have
wearing
been wearing a green and black jersey. Specially मंगाई थी मैंने playoffs के लिए.
no. So yeah. So here is Soumya Kapoor for us now. Jamie,
क्यों?
tell me, was this planned? Was this planned? Now, Jamie, I knew it. I knew it that Soumya is gonna wear blue today. जिस तरह से RCB नहीं आई है और गुजरात टाइटंस आई है, वो मुझे पहले से पता था. But Jamie, be very honest with me. Did Soumya text you before this match? Let's support Gujarat Titans. Was that the case?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, ऐसा ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आई थिंक आई एम प्लेइंग द रिवर्स साइकोलॉजी. आई हैव नो डाउट कि चेन्नई आज का मैच जीतेगी, इसलिए मैं ब्लू पहन के आया हूँ टू शो सम सपोर्ट
Nice
फॉर.
nice one. But where are CSK fans? You know, people watching us, please comment out there in comment section. Let us know your favorite team. Chetan and I here are definitely playing it safe. Mujhe, I don't know. I was actually expecting Chetan to wear yellow today, but I don't
I
know
was
for.
expecting you to wear yellow.
तुम लोग अंपायर्स हो.
अंपायर भी ब्लू पहन के आते हैं आजकल.
15 साल पुराने वाले.
हाँ, पर सौम्या, मुझे ये राज तो जानना पड़ेगा कि आज आपने ब्लू क्यों पहना है. क्या आपकी सोच थी?
No, if you ask me, you know, मेरा second favorite team is Gujarat Titans, and that's also because of just one guy, Shubman Gill. ठीक है, उन्होंने मेरी टीम के अगेंस्ट जिस तरीके का नॉक खेला एंड दे जस्ट किक्ड अस आउट ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट, बट दैट काइंड ऑफ अ नॉक वो होता ना कि वंस इन अ टूर्नामेंट और ट्वाइस इन अ टूर्नामेंट खेला जाता है. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ गुजरात टाइटंस एज वेल. यस, आरसीबी के साथ एक अलग प्यार है, बट इफ यू आस्क मी द सेकंड बेस्ट, दैट्स गुजरात टाइटंस फॉर मी. एंड आई जस्ट
Yeah, let's just wait and watch what happens in this match. But लेकिन टॉस तो यहाँ पर हो गया है. गुजरात have won the toss and they have elected to ball first. जेमी, थोड़ी देर पहले हमारे सामने एक ग्राफिक आया था जहाँ पर हम लोग बात भी कर रहे थे that CSK have never beaten Gujarat Titans and Gujarat Titans have won the match against CSK while chasing. This time as well they have opted to chase out there. What do you think? यहाँ पर 4 होने वाला है या 3-1 रहेगा? What's your take on this?
I think it's going to be Chennai because Gujarat की टीम यहाँ खेल चुकी नहीं है, you know, and we've seen the last 4 matches the totals are coming down. I'm not so certain कि ये कौन सा strip में match खेला जाएगा, but in the last match we saw कि Chennai were kept to 144 by Gujarat. I think the toss has once again gone straight into Dhoni's hands. We know कि धोनी खुद चाहते हैं कि वो बैटिंग पहले करें. You have Devon Conway and Gaikwad, दोनों के पास 500 रन हैं. शुभमन गिल के पास 680 रन है, लेकिन वो चेन्नई में नहीं खेल चुके हैं. I think all the way it was advantage चेन्नई, और हार्दिक पांड्या ने मैच I think मेरे हिसाब से चेन्नई के हाथ में दे दिया by choosing to chase.
ये तो है. सौम्या, क्या लगता है आपको?
I guess it's a good decision. You know, you can have a target in front of you. You can, you know, plan out things in that way. और मेरे ख्याल से यही हार्दिक की और टीम मैनेजमेंट की जो थॉट प्रोसेस है यही है कि लेट्स जस्ट गो आफ्टर द टारगेट. क्योंकि सेट करना कितना सेट करना एक यू नो फिजिबल हो सकता है एक टीम के लिए. आई गेस दे आर नॉट लुकिंग टुवर्ड्स दैट. दे आर लुकिंग टुवर्ड्स चेजिंग अ टारगेट.
So there's a view factor as well. Hardik Pandya just mentioned.
Generally I'm of the opinion कि ऐसे मैचेस के अंदर you win the toss, chase.
हाँ. Well,
only if you're not RCB.
Sorry, what?
Only if you're not RCB. We have lost chasing.
Okay. But Chetan, बात करें हम चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स की. So Chennai Super Kings have performed really well, obviously because it's their home ground. So चेपॉक पे वो बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म करते भी हैं. But इस IPL में we have seen that there've been matches जहाँ पर वो हारे भी हैं. So it's not that you know that this will be an advantage to them. What do you think? Because Jamie को लगता है कि गुजरात have by choosing to chase, they have actually gifted the match to Chennai Super Kings because Dhoni might have you know wanted the same result after winning the toss. आपको क्या लगता है? Chetan, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
मैंने म्यूट इसलिए कर दिया था. मैं एक्चुअली सुन रहा था कि कहीं धोनी से कुछ सवाल ना पूछा जाए उनकी रिटायरमेंट वगैरह को लेके. शास्त्री भाई ने नहीं पूछा, रवि भाई ने नहीं पूछा. Let's be honest here. उन्होंने ये कहा है MS धोनी ने कि अगर वो टॉस जीते वो भी पहले गेंदबाजी करने की फैसला करते हैं because he says कि गुजरात is good at chasing. So in that particular sense, I think he's right. Yes, Gujarat, you can see why they want to chase because that's their strength. Or abhi, they're coming off a high of chasing 200, almost 200.
Yeah.
Stolen Gill scoring that 100 and everything. So आप उनको थोड़े से comfort zone से बाहर लेकर आओगे. You look at the way Tewatia bats, you look at the way David Miller bats, you look at the way Hardik Pandya bats, and they with a score in their mind, they are much better as a batting unit than
do have an informed Vijay Shankar who's scoring
you have
runs.
an informed Vijay Shankar as well. So
Vijay
that's
Shankar
what I'm trying so that's what I'm trying to say. Ki as a batting unit, they do better when they are chasing, and the quick thinking guy that MS Dhoni is, obviously वो उनको उनके comfort zone से बाहर निकालने की कोशिश करेंगे. जो दूसरी चीज उन्होंने कही, that is actually more interesting. कि उनसे जब पूछा कि ये पिच स्लो बिहेव करेगी या नहीं, तो वो कहते हैं कि शायद करेगी, लेकिन ड्यू होने के चांसेस है क्योंकि थोड़ी सी ब्रीज है, थोड़ा सा क्लाउड कवर हो सकता है, बट उस पर रिलाई नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो वो अपने लिए बोल रहे हैं या हार्दिक के लिए बोल रहे हैं, मुझे ये समझ नहीं आया. क्योंकि अगर उस पर रिलाई नहीं कर सकते तो यानी द पिच इज गोइंग टू स्लो डाउन. एंड I'm just looking at the combination here. The Tikshana is there, Jadeja is there, Moin is there. Yes, unke impact players mein you have Santner and you have Patirana. Patirana is in their impact player. You can only get one in. The big question here is that they are only playing 3 overseas. तो वो Patirana को भी ला सकते हैं और वो Santner को भी लेकर आ सकते हैं.
Yeah, depending upon the track behavior.
Yeah. What we have seen is वो Santner को usually लेकर आते नहीं हैं, लेकिन let's see अगर I really don't know कि किस तरीके की क्या आज impact player में कुछ different करने को मिलेगा. I think that is very very going to be crucial in terms of how the pitch plays.
Yeah, and अगर हम गुजरात टाइटंस के बारे में बात करें, so there is one change that Darshan is coming in and he's replacing Yash Dayal. So I would like you guys to chip in and tell me more about Darshan and why they might have done this change, because I was expecting some other playing 11 in my mind. I'll tell it a bit later. Jamie, beginning with you, why Darshan in place of Yash?
I'm not really sure because Yash Dayal को बहुत दिनों के बाद the chance मिला and he didn't do okay. I know that he and Mohit Sharma gave some runs. I think they went for 93 combined in 8 overs, which is a lot. Yeah. But still, you at one point Hardik Pandya was saying, oh, that boy is lost weight, he's really down. Which to me said, oh, and I think I said it on this show or somewhere else. लगता है कि अब यश दयाल पूरे साल दिखेंगे नहीं, फिर अचानक आप इनको लाते हो. Unless he's got a niggle, I'm very surprised. Yes, he went for runs, but you don't want to dent someone's confidence, by dropping him again. So I'm not sure what the reason behind this is, because Nalkandes hardly played a match as well. So I would have thought they would have stuck with Yash Dayal despite going for runs.
हाँ, एब्सोल्युटली सौम्या, बिकॉज मुझे याद है हम लोग पहले भी ये बातचीत कर रहे थे. मेरा जो सिर्फ एक कंफ्यूजन था जब हम लोग प्लेइंग 11 के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, वो ये था कि शायद साई को चांस मिल सकता है. आई वाज नॉट टू श्योर अबाउट दसन शनाका, बट दसन शनाका के वो बैक किया है इन्होंने. दसन शनाका है प्लेइंग 11 में. वहां पर मुझे लग रहा था नूर आए हैं टीम में, बट आउट ऑफ द ब्लू ये दर्शन का नाम कहाँ से, क्या सौम्या एनी आइडिया, क्या जो कमेंट्स हुए हैं या कुछ, क्या रीजन लग रहा है?
No, I'm not really sure of getting a Nalkande in, because as Jimmy said, you had to back someone like a Dayal who was coming after that kind of a phase जहाँ पे बहुत रन चले गए, then he was out, he was not that in good frame of mind. Then he got a wicket, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. He picked up a wicket as well. थोड़े से runs जरूर दिए, but उसको back करना चाहिए था.
हाँ, और वो लग ही रहा था. अभी हम लोग I remember when we began this live session, we were talking about how the two captains backed their players. We just started talking about how Hardik Pandya has backed the players. But okay, let's see. It might be a trump card from their side. Who knows? Because we don't know much about Darshan, so they might have planned something else for the CSK's team this time. But okay, यहाँ पर Jamie, Chetan, Soumya, एक जो बहुत चीज ट्रेंड कर रही है इस बार. Obviously मुझे पता है ये पहला क्वालिफायर है, but what's trending on social media handles is that CSK versus MI final. Now, what you guys think? Chetan, I saw that a very different kind of smile on your face. Now, do you think CSK versus MI?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. क्योंकि आप देखिए, I think MI has the weakest bowling attack out of the 4 teams remaining. Chennai's bowling attack hasn't been that great, but Chennai's bowling attack
They're
has won.
doing relatively well, better
Yeah.
than.
They have won them games. Let's be very
Yeah.
honest about it. I don't remember a game जहाँ मुंबई के bowling attack ने उनको मैच जिताया. सारे जो मैचेस उन्होंने जीते हैं यूजुअली उनके बैटिंग ने जिताए हैं, चाहे वो बैटिंग फर्स्ट कर रहे हो चाहे वो बैटिंग सेकंड कर रहे हो. बैटिंग फर्स्ट करते हुए अगर आप 220 बना रहे हो तो देन यू आर गेटिंग द स्कोर कार्ड प्रेशर ऑन एंड दैट वे. सो MI आई थिंक हैज द लाइटेस्ट bowling attack. आप कल का मैच ही देख लो जहाँ पे LSG के साथ वो खेलेंगे, एंड इफ LSG if you get a spin friendly track, then LSG have 3 quality spinners, Krunal Pandya, Amit Mishra and Ravi Bishnoi. So आप उस चीज को ही कैसे हैंडल करोगे? उन्होंने पूरी टूर्नामेंट बिताई है स्पिन फ्रेंडली विकेट पे खेलते हुए. And again, if they beat LSG and they go on to play Ahmedabad, then you are facing a side either GT or CSK, which is an overall better side than MI. So long answer short, I don't think MI will get to the final. I also think this is going to be the final. CSK
unpopular opinion.
RCB वालों के सारी
all opinions are unpopular opinions.
हमारी सारी opinion unpopular ही होती है. Starting from RCB will win this.
सुन तो लो. It's going to be Pandya brothers in the final. That's what I think.
Pandya brothers, हाँ जाएगा. कृणाल देखने जाएगा ना, स्टेडियम स्टैंड में बैठ के देखेगा.
अरे खेलेगा साथ में.
JP, what do you think? Because Jamie, let me tell you that we'll have to interfere between Chetan and Soumya. These guys are experts now, to take on each other. So we have to interfere between guys.
यार
Jamie,
वो जब शुभमन ने वो छक्का मारा ना, मेरे दिमाग में पहली चीज ये आई थी. मेरे दिमाग में पहले चेतन भाई का ऐसा इमेज आया, और उसके 2 मिनट के बाद चेतन भाई का टेक्स्ट आया. एंड व्हाट वाज द टेक्स्ट? ही सेंड मी इमोजी, लाफिंग इमोजी. ऐसे वो जिसके आंसू निकल रहे हैं.
तेरे को तो एक इमोजी भेजा था. साहिल को मैंने 3 भेजे.
Where is our dear Kanav?
साहिल को 3 इमोजी भेजे थे.
अरे सुरम्या, where is our dear Kanav वाली? अपने आप को RCB फैन कहता है. उस मैच के 4 दिन पहले मेरे को मैसेज डालता है, गिल सॉन्ग आने वाला है, विराट कोहली राशिद खान को खेल नहीं पाएगा, वो टीम गई. अपने आप को RCB फैन कहता है. वो कहाँ है कनव वाली?
Okay, so I'll tell you what happened. RCB versus GT match. Soumya, जैसे ही शुभमन आया, ये नहीं खेलेगा, ये आज नहीं खेलेगा. पहले 0 पे आउट है, फिर थोड़े रन बनाएगा, नहीं खेलेगा.
अरे that was I was praying, because the kind of player he is, वो कर सकता था जो उसने किया. मैं वो प्रे कर रहा हूँ, मेरे अंदर की आत्मा बोल रही थी कि मत आउट. Because
please don't cover it up. Everybody here knows. अब तो मुझे लग रहा है जो
I'm
हमारे लाइव देखने आते हैं उन्हें.
Hey, no, I'm a Shubman Gill fan.
Oh well, yes, and this leads to to the star player Shubman Gill. Jamie, कैसे आप उनके पूरे इस IPL को रेट करेंगे?
जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है वही बताएगा पहले. How will you rate Shubman Gill's IPL 2023, especially after he got clicked with you?
No, he's a great player. He's a phenomenal player. I don't want to say anything more than that. But yes, Jamie. So he scored 680 runs, 50 more, and he'll be the contender for this orange cap. He'll be with the orange cap. How do you rate his performance this IPL?
Let's go backwards. Yeah, he needs 50 runs, right?
Yeah.
Shubman Gill has 3 more runs, 3 more matches to get those 50 runs.
Yeah.
So aram se he's going to get those runs. Okay.
Yeah.
Chennai जीतेगी, Chennai final.
गुजरात
आज चेन्नई जीत रही है. आज चेन्नई जीत रही है. Gujarat will beat Lucknow, and then Gujarat will play the final. वहां क्या होंगे वो देखते हैं Saturday को. But look, Shubman Gill, this is the kind of Shubman Gill, right? मैं खुद की बात करूं तो इस साल की शुरुआत में I said this is Shubman Gill's year, but I don't think he's got the game, because whatever 380, 420, 460 runs he got for the IPL, it was not that kind of a breakout year. इसे कहते हैं breakout year. You come into the IPL by scoring your first international T20 100, and then you do this, right? And उसने खुद कहा था कि I'm getting 40, 50s to get that 90 something not out, now to get 200. It shows that he's now very finally getting to that stage where हाँ अब ये 3 format player है. लेकिन बात वो है कि आज चेन्नई में, to me it's very simple. Yes, we've talked about David Miller, we've talked about Vijay Shankar, but these guys, no other batsman even has 290 runs. This guy has 680 runs. This is pretty much a one-man batting team. Shubman Gill fails, Gujarat are finished. Rashid, it comes down to Rashid Khan.
Okay,
If he
yeah.
fails, they are gone. Look at they're all having very bad years. They're averaging in the 20s, 30s. Strike rate is down. It is a one-man batting team. You get Shubman Gill, you've got Gujarat. It is that simple. Or yet turning track hai ye.
Is that the case,
Jamie,
Chetan? Is that the
point is,
case, Chetan?
No, I don't
Just a
think
quick
so.
thing.
No, I don't agree with that. No, all due respect, I don't agree with that. क्योंकि आप ये देखो, IPL में winning formula is not what RCB does, जहाँ पे 3 player आपके run बना रहे हैं और विकेट कोई नहीं ले रहा है.
हाँ,
या और कोई उनको support नहीं कर रहा है, ठीक है? And this is not a jive at RCB. This is a formula that works for other teams. आप देखो कौन सी टीमें जीती हैं. Last year they had a lot of different people scoring runs. You look at the past IPL winners. You've had one standout batsman and the others playing a support role against him. ये formula जो है identify हो गया है. ये गुजरात ये formula पे कर रहा है. इसी formula को वो चला रहे हैं. So you have Shubman Gill scoring the bulk of runs, but you also have Ridhiman Saha scoring. You have Sai Sudarshan scoring. You have Abhinav Minoor scoring. Hardik Pandya scoring. Miller scoring. Tewatia scoring. Rashid Khan scoring. आपकी पूरी batting lineup. It's not like Gill has scored. Yes, Gill has scored. He's the only one who scored big runs.
Yeah.
लेकिन big runs के साथ आपको support चाहिए रहता है.
Okay.
पिछले मैच में गिल ने 100 बनाया, लेकिन विजय शंकर के सपोर्ट के बिना वो 200 नहीं चेज होते, जितने आराम से चेज हो गए. पिछले मैच में हार्दिक पांड्या didn't even bother coming out to bat because he wanted to see कि उसके बिना बाकी लाइनअप कैसे करता है. They wanted to give Dasun Shanaka a hit. They wanted to see कि वो कैसे चलता है. So all due respect to what Jamie said, I do believe कि अगर शुभमन गिल यहाँ पे आज 50 से पहले आउट हो जाएंगे तो that's a huge blow. जहां आप 200 बनाने की सोच रहे होंगे, आप सोचेंगे कि 170 बन जाए, बहुत बड़ी बात है. लेकिन वो 170 बनेंगे. That's my point. कि गुजरात has a team capable of making that 170, and if somebody scores big enough, then they can actually reach 200. So Gujarat as a side has all the bases covered. That is a huge thing for Gujarat.
Yeah, so now we have 2 points. Okay, what Jamie said and what Chetan said. Soumya, here, let's go back to that GT versus MI match. Shubman Gill went out early, and then we saw, wickets falling. Hardik Pandya did not perform. Then comes Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan played terrific innings. Kudos to him. But that's what Jamie was saying, that if Shubman and Rashid, both of these guys don't perform today, then what? Do you have the guys? Do you think that Hardik Pandya can win the match today for GT?
The point there is the target was a massive one. They really got close to it. अगर वो target शायद 150 से 60 होता तो chase down हो जाता. So look, what Chetan bhai said, I totally agree to that, क्योंकि उनका 1 से लेके 7 तक, even if 3 या 4 batsmen they click, they can chase down a 170 180 pretty easily. Even if Shubman is not scoring, let's suppose Shubman is not scoring, they have the firepower from 1 to 7 who can chase it down. 220 200 is another level, okay? And in these kind of situations, in these pressure games,
then you need a Gill. Yeah.
Then you need the Gill to take away the pressure, and other players can bat freely. But if you're chasing some 170 180 odd and Gill gets out, you do have the batsman to take you over the line. Looking somewhere to someone like Hardik Pandya who can stay there, उसके around revolve कर सकती है जो बाकी batsmen है, जो बाकी.
Okay, Jamie, yeah.
The 4 matches they've lost, Gill has not done a damn thing. His lowest score in a winning cause is 40 something. आंकड़े बताते हैं गिल को आउट करो टीम हारती है.
हाँ, that's true. वही जेमी में बात कर रहे थे ना कि हम वही मैच देख लें जहां पर राशिद खान ने परफॉर्म किया. आपको होप्स थी राशिद ने वहां पर अगर हम मान के चलते राशिद भी नहीं चलते हैं फिर क्या. तो आज जो सबसे बड़ा पॉइंट ये रहेगा सीएसके के बॉलर्स को कि आपको शुभमन गिल को जल्दी आउट करना है. दैट्स द फर्स्ट बिग स्टेप फॉर
देखिए की परफॉर्मेंस हुई है. देखिए साहा ने भी रन करे पहले 6 में, विजय शंकर ने भी रन करे हैं, ठीक है. दासुन शानका हैज द एबिलिटी टू score runs, okay. Hardik Pandya ka I haven't been that impressed, but he can score runs. So you have those 4-5 batsmen जो run लगा सकते हैं board के ऊपर if Gill gets out. That's what my take is.
But they're nowhere near threatening. But ये सोम्या जो कह रहे हो ना, this was far more applicable last year. Last year they इस बार they don't look like the same Gujarat Titans.
हाँ, that's true. और अगर आप आज का मैच देखिए, आपका सीएसके के खिलाफ मैच है, सीएसके में देखिए ऋतुराज has scored, डेविन कॉनवे has scored. So आपके पास उस टीम में वैसे प्लेयर्स हैं जिसमें किया तो Yeah.
The runs have to be divided. Look at Chennai, 525, 505, 390. यहाँ पे 700 run और फिर 260, 270. The gap, the gulf between Shubman Gill and the rest. This is what threatens to get that. This is why I said, you get Gill, you pretty much won the match.
हाँ हाँ, और वहां पर आप देखें ना, धोनी का दिमाग भी है वहां पे, वो उनके दिमाग में चल रहा होगा, he'll be very sharp with this take कि हमें गिल को आउट
पक्का.
करना है. So
इसीलिए चेन्नई जीत रही है आज.
we'll see that. Yeah, Chetan, you were saying something.
While statistically he's right कि the differentiation वो बहुत बड़ा है, and the fact that जिस मैच में भी गिल नहीं चले हैं वो मैच हारे हैं. But why I think Gujarat are such a fine T20 side is because they don't lose matches जो उनको हारने चाहिए. वो 4 मैचेस हारे हैं. It's not like कि वो क्वालिफाई करने के बाद वो 4 मैच हारे, वो बीच में हारे. They were not matches that they should have lost. अब आप देखिए, एक मैच उसमें से मुझे याद आता है जिसमें हार्दिक पांड्या ने हाफ सेंचुरी लगाई थी और वो मैच हार गए थे डीसी के साथ था. आई थिंक वो मैच उन्हें जीत जाना चाहिए था. नाउ इज दैट, आर यू गोइंग टू काउंट
द रिंकू वन, even the रिंकू वन, जिसमें
even the रिंकू वन. अब आप अब आप ये 2 मैच, अब जेमी ने कहा कि 4 मैचेस में वो नहीं चले गिल, तो आप वो हार गए. बट आप अगर इन परफॉर्मेंसेस को देखो, आप उन मैचेस पे थोड़ा सा डीप डाइव करोगे, तो डिड दे लूज दैट मैच बिकॉज ऑफ रिंकू सिंह, और डिड दे लूज दैट मैच कि गिल नहीं चले? दूसरी चीज, क्योंकि वो चेस तो 220 कर रहे थे ना, गिल ना चलने के बाद भी 220 रन बना दिए थे उन्होंने, और 220 चेस किया रिंकू सिंह ने. ठीक है, 200 भी चेस किया, मुझे एग्जैक्ट नंबर याद नहीं है क्या चेस किया था, बट जो भी चेस किया था 200 फिर भी बने थे.
It was a big one. Yeah, it was a big one.
दूसरी चीज, हार्दिक पांड्या ने हाफ सेंचुरी लगाई, वो मैच हार गए, एंड हार्दिक पांड्या सेज कि दिस इज माय फॉल्ट, आई शुड हैव फिनिश्ड द गेम, व्हिच इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट, ही शुड हैव. सो डिड दे, यस, उस दिन अगर गिल से कंट्रीब्यूशन आता तो गारंटीड जीतते ना, वो गारंटीड जीतते. लेकिन अगेन द पॉइंट इज कि डिस्पाइट गिल नॉट कंट्रीब्यूटिंग, हार्दिक पांड्या वाज देयर, he was running the show. The fact that he did not finish the game cannot be attributed to कि गिल नहीं चले. But having said that, Jamie is right, they are totally dependent on him because he's become that player. और यहाँ पे एक चीज उनको, he's become the player that Virat Kohli was when he was starting the career. कि जो भी वो कर रहा है सब कुछ सही हो रहा है, जिस नंबर पे भी वो बैटिंग कर रहा है सब कुछ सही हो रहा है, and everybody is loving him. Although Virat Kohli fans are not loving Shubman Gill at the moment, but my point is
that's sad.
I'm loving.
No. I'm not every Virat Kohli fan, but I'm saying कि जो हमने Twitter पे देखा है पिछले 2-3 दिन में, that was really abhorrent. But my point here is very simple कि Shubman Gill is just following the path that Virat Kohli is. He is the apparent heir, and हम लोग सोचते थे कि okay, Virat Kohli के बाद कौन? We have our answer. Shubman Gill is going to be the next superstar batsman, the all-format superstar from Indian cricket, as long as this.
Who will win you matches? Who will win you matches?
Which Virat Kohli has also done. My point is, यहाँ पे गुजरात को, again, my last point here is कि यहाँ पे गुजरात को have to be very careful कि वो आरसीबी वाली गलती ना करें कि 7,000 रन विराट कोहली बना रहा है और you don't have another Indian batsman who's scoring runs.
Absolutely.
वो गलती होती मुझे नहीं दिखाई दे रही है, whether you keep talking in a short term or in the long term. Yeah.
But एक point यहाँ पे ये है कि जो रन का गैप है, like someone scoring a 700 and then there's 280, 300, whatever it is. Yeah. Probably this is because the kind of roles the other have. ठीक है, Ridhiman Saha is on that aggressive push. विजय शंकर भी तेज खेल रहे हैं, हार्दिक इज ट्राइंग टू प्ले एग्रेसिव. तो मेरे ख्याल से वो एक रोल डिफाइंड है कि द बैटिंग विल मूव रिवॉल्व अराउंड हिम. इफ गिल गेट्स आउट देन दैट्स अ डिफरेंट केस ऑलटुगेदर.
कैन वी सी डू वी हैव द इंपैक्ट जो उनके सबs हैं, गुजरात के जो सबs हैं वो देखने हैं मुझे, if we can give that on Gujarat का playing 11.
And while we wait for the subs, let's just quickly go to Gujarat Titans playing 11. I have a quick question for all three of you out there. So while looking at this Gujarat Titans playing 11, we have there Rashid Khan, Darshan, Mohit, Noor and Shami. Now Chetan, Jamie and Soumya, in the last 3 matches we haven't seen Hardik Pandya bowling. It was the last game between GT and LSG when Hardik Pandya came to bowl, and at that time as well he didn't complete his overs. So do you see him coming to bowl this time in this match or not? Yes or no? Soumya, what do you think?
GT will hope he doesn't need to bowl, because if you need to bowl, let's come in.
See,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
See, again, depending, I mean, आप देखो आपके पास मोहित शर्मा है, मोहम्मद शमी है, and they have Dasun Shanaka as well. Yeah, they have Dasun Shanaka as
They
well.
have
So I
Dasun
don't think
Shanaka.
he needs to bowl. But you never know really. So
Jamie, what's that?
If he's not bowling, he's not fit to bowl. That's the only reason.
Okay. So
yeah, that's actually a good point.
That's a great point.
Four games he hasn't bowled. No, he's not fit. Hardik Pandya will never bowl. The guy who takes the new ball and bowls will never not bowl if he's not fit.
Is it
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but I actually felt that this is because they have options, but that's a really valid point that you actually
No, but they have weaknesses. They have weaknesses. If he's not bowling, it's not fit. He's a brilliant bowler in T20. Last year, he would come on 1 over, first wicket, he was getting wickets. If he's not bowling for 4 matches, he's not fit. He's an all-rounder. He's not going to be my batting karunga. वो ऐसा नहीं है वो.
Yeah, that's really great point that we all need to think.
While that point is true, आप ये देखो ना कि they've got something going there. आप देखो कि they have 2 players who are competing for the purple cap. Does he need to? While I agree with Jamie कि there is probably a fitness issue. क्योंकि बीच में शायद ये एक मैच खेले भी नहीं थे, if you remember, right? Rashid Khan was captain.
Yes.
So probably something.
That Rinku match. Had he captain, they wouldn't have lost that match either.
Yeah, they wouldn't have lost that match. So I don't know. Jamie could be right here कि he's probably not 100% fit. But एक सवाल मेरे दिमाग में ये भी आता है कि does he actually need to bowl? क्योंकि आपके पास 2 खिलाड़ी ऐसे हैं जो 46 wickets they've taken. 46 wickets. Shami and Rashid Khan. How do you stop a team which has 2 bowlers, 1 pacer, 1 spinner competing for the purple cap? How do you stop a team like that?
Well, ये काफी जल्दी हमें पता चल जाएगा.
ऊपर से आप देखिए मोहित शर्मा and Noor Ahmed, the kind of support role that they are playing, it's fabulous. That bowling attack is fabulous. Now, I mean, like I said, he is absolutely right. Maybe he has an injury issue, but I don't know. Does he really need to bowl? That's also a question.
But yeah, it's just like what just we are 3 minutes away from the match and ये काफी जल्दी पता लग जाएगा क्या वो fit है या नहीं है. But चेतन ने point उठाया था Gujarat Titans के subs का. We have it there. Vijay Shankar, Shrikar Bharat, Sai Sudarshan, Jayant Yadav and Shivam Mavi. It will be quite interesting to see who will be there.
The kind of form he has, Vijay Shankar ahead of Sai Sudarshan.
Yeah. So let's see what happens in today's match. Quick take, guys. Jamie, CSK or T?
CSK. By a very small margin. Tiny margin.
Okay, great. Chetan, GT or CSK?
Because they are chasing GT.
Cricket. Chetan, my cricket. Cricket is the winner. Cricket is the winner for you.
वो तो RCB वाले बोलेंगे ना हम.
Soumya, okay. Quickly, I know that your T-shirt, is speaking very loudly about GT.
Cricket is the winner.
GT easily.
GT. See, he's wearing the shirt for one reason. Na? For all the lives he does that.
आप अपना भी बताओ.
Goes without saying, Shuman scoring 200, GT scoring 300. Why chasing 50?
Should score 100, but it should be CSK. I'm a big CSK fan.
ये fan है ना ये.
Yeah. Chalo, so the game is on and thank you so much guys for joining with me. Jamie said bye-bye. Thank you Chetan. Thank you for joining with us. Soumya, thank you so much. And we wish to see you in tomorrow's match because it's very interesting. I hope LSG wins this time. Just a mirch masala on RCB fans out there. But okay, thank you so much.
I just want Pandya brothers to win the final. Playing against you.
Thank you so oh yeah, because this mirch masala is needed, na? And obviously today's match will be quite calm, quite chill because we have 2 most calm captains out there, MS Dhoni and Hardik Pandya. I can see Hardik Pandya with this big smile. So it's gonna be a great game tonight, guys. Stay tuned to Cricket Next. Thank you so much, Soumya. So stay tuned to Cricket Next for all the live updates. Scorecard live commentary is running live on Cricket Next. So stay tuned to Cricket Next and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Just press the bell icon and stay tuned with us. Till then, keep watching Cricket Next.